So I don't know how this is going to work. I have to go do a service call right now on a 7.3 International dump truck that has a really mean misfire and the engine shakes like a paint shaker. So I'm going to try this dash cam kind of vloggy style while I drive, but I don't know if the vibration from the truck is going to mess it up or not. We'll see. On these old 7.3s, pretty much if they've got a misfire, typically it's either a fuel injector if they've got high miles, or it's the under valve cover harness. The easiest way to diag it on a pickup truck is with a scanner. You can do a cylinder drop test. So you shut off each individual injector at a time and listen for the engine change. Now when you get to one that you drop the injector and it doesn't change, then you know you found your culprit. On this truck, my scanner wouldn't do a buzz test or an injector drop test, so I had to take the valve cover off and unplug them individually. I just came back into town to get a valve cover harness, if I can find it here. There we go. I came back into town here to get a valve cover harness because I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but we'll find out. On my channel here, I'm going to start doing some more of the field service stuff because there's not a lot of people on YouTube that do it, and it seems like there might be some interest in it. I don't know. I've had some requests for a service truck tour. I don't know how comfortable I am doing a service truck tour and letting everybody in the world know what I have and where it's at in my truck. But we'll see. I guess if you guys want it bad enough, I'll figure it out. The other thing too is I'm going to start doing some fabrication work and some just general hot roddy type stuff on my channel. Part of it's stuff I'm going to be doing for Sarah's cars. The MR2 needs some rear tie rods custom fabbed to get rid of the bump steer. And then on the Focus needs a cage and some underbelly skids, some general reinforcement of the suspension components, just because it's not meant to be thrashed off-road with stock stuff. So yeah, I'm going to start doing that stuff on my channel. We'll see where it goes and how it works out. I really want to start doing my F-150. I have a 2003 Super Crew F-150, and I've wanted to do a long arm suspension kit on it since I bought it. It's a 4x truck, which makes it more expensive, but I think the 4-wheel drive pre-runners are way cooler than just a 2-wheel drive, because you can still use it like a 4-wheel drive truck. You can still go places and not have to fully send it over every single obstacle because it's 2-wheel drive. You can use that 4-wheel drive to your advantage and not just thrash your truck. So I really want to do that. Before then, though, I kind of want more power because it's got the stock 2-valve 5.4, which it makes okay power. It's usable. It makes a bunch of torque, but it just absolutely lays on its face at like 4,500 RPM. It's got nothing after that. Then it gets old. I've been really considering the lightning blower swap. The problem there is everybody that does the lightning blower swap wants like $2,500 for the blower and the manifold and the pulley bridge and all the stuff you need, and you can buy the whole complete Lightning engine for less. It's ridiculous. So the other thing is I have the 4R70W transmission, which I'm not even going to mess with, because I mean there's guys with Mustangs with those transmissions that are built that hold up okay, but the Mustang weighs a whole lot less than a crew cab 4-wheel drive pickup on 33s. So I really want to do the 4R100 swap and put a little bit more powerful motor in it. So it seems like the best option at the moment is to do the 5.4 dual overhead and 4R100 and everything out of a Navigator. extra like 70 horsepower over the 2-valve motor, and it's a good platform later if I want to turbo it or do something like that. So I think that's where I'm going to go with it. I'll start doing that on my channel soon. I'm going to have to decide whether or not I want to go through the trouble of yanking it all out of the U-pullet and having an unknown and having to go through it probably, or just getting the whole setup, harness, computer, engine, transmission, torsion bars, everything from a reputable junkyard that, you know, has a warranty and will stand behind what they sell you. So we'll see. Where was I? So I want to do that swap, and then eventually I will do the long arm kit. I'm really looking at, I think it's called Vegas Desert Cars sells it. It's a full long arm suspension kit with coilovers, deeper leaves, chromoly front half shafts that are extended with high angle CVs. And it seems like the best way to go for that truck. I need to get the fiberglass race fenders, put those on. It's going to be a long-term thing. I'm not going to be able to do that all at once. I can't afford to. Especially because that Vegas Desert Cars suspension's like $8,000, which hurts. It'll be alright. So anyway, that's what's coming up on my channel, most likely. I'll probably do some other random stuff, because I'm into all kinds of things. Dirt bikes and boats and anything that I work on or have fun with, feel like putting on video, I'll probably put on video. Some machining. I'm not a machinist, but I've got a mill and a lathe, little one, and I do use it. So anything I do on that, I'll probably film and put on my channel. I don't know. I'll see you when we get there. So I didn't film this part because I feel like a royal dumbass, and I'll show you why. This truck had a complaint for an engine vibration, and I immediately went to an injector issue or a misfire, instead of looking for really obvious signs of vibration like a broken fan. So I've been pulling my hair out for a couple hours now, trying to figure out why it vibrated, and yeah, it should have been plainly obvious if I'd have had my eyes open. So let that be a lesson. Don't just jump to conclusions. Try to do your due diligence like I should have and normally do. I want to talk about it a little bit. I didn't properly diagnose that truck. I just jumped to conclusions. I had a 7.3 that was rough running, or appeared to be rough running, and had a vibration. And I immediately went towards a fuel injector issue, because it's fairly common on those 7.3s, especially once they get higher mileage. When the Huey trucks lose injectors and then they don't work, they can fail electronically or mechanically, and it's common. So I went right for the pattern failure that I see a lot, instead of properly diagnosing it. And my number one rule for diagnosing stuff, and what will make you successful at diagging, is to follow the simplest and most obvious things first, and then work your way up the chain in levels of complexity and cost. And I didn't do that this time. I just jumped straight for a fuel injector problem and went and bought a fuel injector and a valve cover harness and put them in the truck, and it didn't fix it. So then I get to stand there looking like a dumbass, trying to figure out why this truck still doesn't run right. And it turns out it was a broken fan that I should have just seen if I'd have inspected and looked over things thoroughly and completely. So it cost me money in an injector and a valve cover harness that I can't charge to my customer. That's not fair to him. And more importantly now, because I spent all that time screwing around driving for parts and putting an injector and a valve cover harness in, it's too late to order parts from the international dealer. So it's going to cost my customer money in downtime, waiting till Monday till I can call them and order the fan. Because it's not something they're going to have in stock, almost guaranteed. So he's got downtime on this truck now. The downtime costs money. So that looks bad on me. So it's really important when you go to diagnose issues and problems to do your due diligence. Even if it's a pattern failure, it's something you've seen a million times, it shows all the symptoms of an issue that you've been there, done that, fixed it, and gone on with life. You still need to go through all the diag steps before you can properly call it out as an issue. And that will make you a better mechanic, a better technician. It'll make your customers happier, and it'll keep you from just swapping out parts. And that's an important skill. I see people swap out parts way too often these days, simply trying to take the shotgun solution to find a problem. And it's not the right way to do it. So I just did that today, and kind of bummed me out, because I'm better than that. But it happens. Nobody bats 1,000, right? So I'm just headed home in the service truck. Maybe put this video together as like a channel update / service call that I screwed up. But alright guys, I'll catch you later. Have a good one.